So let us bind off. Oops, sorry, chain 1. So always chain 1 while increasing. Okay, so this is the part that we increase, and is like this that we increase. Okay, so I made, sorry, just want to be sure. 1, 2 slip stitches, 3, 4 and 5, and the last one is here into the next slip stitch. Come on, you can do it. Here. Oops. Okay. So actually we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's why we chain 1, because we need 1 slip stitch more, because into the next round we will have larger squares for our round of entrelacs. So this is how we increase. Okay, now just continue on working exactly the same thing that we worked here for 6 more times, of course, and I will complete my round, my second round too, and I will be back to show you how to continue increasing. But into the next round it's easy, because we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here in the middle will be the 7th, and then we'll pull up loops from here. Okay, and there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 rows. Okay, so actually this is how we go on, but complete this one and then we'll be ready to begin the next the third round. Okay, now third round. If you want, you can stop here, make as many as you want to have a nice, beautiful, to create nice and beautiful coasters. Can you see? Are they beautiful? Really beautiful coasters. But I want to show you how to go on if you want to make the basket or a beanie. Depends on what you want. Okay, now we'll work like this. Insert the hook in one of these petals into the slip stitch here and join the new color like this. Now one, this is one, then into the next, pull the yarn, second loop, into the next, third loop, into the next, fourth loop, into the next, fifth, and oops, 6. 7 will be here somewhere in between the two petals, and here on the other part, on the other side, sorry, of the petal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 rows. Insert the hook here, and now we have 8 loops on the hook. 2, 4, 6 and 8. And let us begin working our first row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now full loops, 7 loops for the next. These are 4, 5, 6 and 7 for the next row. I have 7 loops on my hook, and now insert the hook into this one, this part, and this is the 8th loop. And let us work our second row. Okay, now again pull loops from the second vertical bar, pull loops, 7 loops for the third row. Now we have 7 loops on the hook. Insert the hook here on this part, on this side, for the 8th loop, and let us begin working our 3rd row. Pull through 2 and through 2. Now again, pull loops for the 4th row. Like this. And into the next, here the 8th loop. And like this. Okay. Now again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th row. Oops, just 1. 7 loops, and this is the 8th. Okay, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and 2. And this will be our last row. So pull loops for the last row, the 6th row. So we have 7 loops and 6 rows. And insert the hook actually into the slip stitch, next slip stitch here for the last 8th loop. Now let us work the last row, the 6th. Okay, so can you see it's really large, and this is what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't count the loops that we, the 8th loop. So it's 7 plus 8. So the loop that we add from this side, 7. Okay, and now let us bind off. To bind off, we want to chain 1 and use the very first vertical bar for the first slip stitch. This is the second, then 3 slip stitches, 4, 5, make them loose, 6, 7, and the 8th into the same slip stitch where we began the last row. Okay, and now we are ready to begin another row, another little square here. So 7 and 6 rows. Okay, now repeat this sequence for 7 more times because we have 8 petals. Okay, now go on and work this round of increase 2. Okay, I finished my 3rd round. Here it is. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love it because it's colorful, because actually you can use so many colors, and you know I love colors, so that's why I really love this project. It's really nice, and we can do so many beautiful things. Yes, of course the basket, but we can do coasters and other projects. Okay, now for the 4th round, I will not increase, but I want to work here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus of course 1 that I pull, 8 loops, of course, that I plus 1 that I will take it from this side, and I want to work 8 rows. I worked in this round only 6 rows, but now I want to work 8. Why? Because I want a perfect square, so 8 loops, 8 rows. Okay, insert the hook in one of your petals, one of your slip stitch here on the top of one petal randomly, and join the new yarn, the new color if you can. I'm trying, yes. I did it. Okay, this is the first loop. Now, second loop, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. Okay, this is, now I have my 8 loops on the hook, and I will insert the hook here to work for the 9th loop, and now I can begin working my first row. Okay, pull loops for the second row, insert the hook here for the 9th loop and work your second row, and we will continue on like this for, as I said, 8 rows. Now I am pulling loops for my 3rd row, I have 8 loops and I will pull one from here, so the 9th loop to work the 3rd row. 1, 2 is there are the vertical bars that show us the number of the rows worked, so already worked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 from here, 9. Okay, now I just want to work my 4th row. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Now again, pull 8 loops for the 5th row. Now I have my 8 loops, insert the hook into the left side and pull another loop and work your 5th row. Now pull loops for the 6th row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one is here. Okay, and now I am working my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6. They said I need 8. Okay, now I am pulling loops on the hook for my 7th row. This. And now for the 7th row, I will use the same, because I have only 7 with the slip stitch and I need 8. So I will insert my hook into the same loop here where I worked the last row, but only into 1 and 1 from here. Okay, so just try to find a little space there to work your 7th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I can work my 8th and my last row, or my 8th, which is my last row. Okay, and I will insert my hook into the slip stitch here work the last row, which is the 8th row. I want to show you what I have here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the 9th, okay, loop. But there are 8 actually here, vertical bars. Here is the 9th. Okay, and I will not chain 1 because I don't want to increase anymore. So I insert the hook into the second vertical bar to work my first slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3 to bind off my motif. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 into the same slip stitch here. Okay, now all you have to do is to repeat these 7 more times, of course, and our project will begin to curve a little bit. And yes, it's okay, because this is what we want to create our basket. Okay, continue on, then I will be back to show you what I have, and then we will work 3 more rounds with the same motif, so 8 and 8 rows, okay, to complete the length, yes, of the basket. So now that I finished this round, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the slip stitch, where we slip stitch at the end. Okay, so we just go on repeating what we did so far, repeating the last round, so this round. Okay, we just want to go on. I will go on for not more than 2 rounds, and I will be back to show you how to finish it, actually how to work these triangles, okay, just to complete the basket. And as you can see, I just folded sorry, I just folded in twice and put the handles in here. Okay, so I sewn the handles here, and that's it. Here it is, my basket, and I will be ready with this one too, and I'm sure you will enjoy this project, because it's not as difficult as it seems at the beginning, and it's really beautiful. Or you can go on and work a beanie hat, so as you wish. Okay, let me finish the 2 rounds. I will be back to show you how to finish the project. So I finished almost finished my basket, and now I just want to show you how to crochet the triangles here, so actually to go straight, how can I say, to close the upper part. I worked only 2 more rounds, as you can see, these 2, and for me it's okay. Now let us begin. So to create this kind of square triangles here, actually without this part, will be something like this. We begin as for the normal entrelac, so you just pull loops, and we need 8, we know, 3, 4 here in this pattern. Now we need 8 loops on the hook, so I have 5, 6, 7, and the last one, here it is, 8. Now I will pull one loop from this side, the first one, and now I have 9. So I go back working my loops like this, 2, 2, 2, until I remain with 3 loops on my hook. And the last, always the last 3 loops, we want to work them together. So yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And this is our first decrease. Now skip the first 2 barrettes and vertical bars, I want to say. So skip the first 2 vertical bars and insert the hook into the next one. And always you have to work like this. And this is how you go on and create the triangle. Okay, now instead of 8 we must have 7 for, yes, we have 7. Insert the hook on the left part here, side here, pull up another loop, and now we have a total of 8, not of 9. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, until we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Skip the first 2 vertical bars, insert the hook into the third, and pull loops for the third row. And that's all. Now you'll see the miracle. 1 loop from here, 2, and now we have 7, a total of 7, actually 4, yes, 7. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 again, 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3. Skip the first 2 vertical bars, insert the hook into the third, and go on with your loops. Now we have 5, with this one we have 6. Let us work 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3, and skip the first 2 vertical bars and work the last 4. With this one we have 5. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 3. Now skip the 2, the first 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through 2, pull through 3. Now skip the 2 and pull through this one, 2. With this one we have 3, and we just have to work them all together. Now insert the hook into the last one, pull through this one, and now here up on the upper part just make a slip stitch and you are ready. Okay, so this is the miracle. We transform the square into a triangle, and this is what we have to finish our work. Okay, now go on and repeat this thing. So it's really easy. Now we just want to pull up all 8 loops that we have. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, and 8. This is the last one. And then from here 9. And we go, oops, and we go on, we work, pull through 2 until we reach our last 3, and here pull through all 3. Skip the first 2 and begin pulling up loops for the next row. Okay, like this. Now from here 1 and go on and work. So this is actually we decrease, oops, 3. We decrease at the end of each row, okay, 1 stitch. And because we have 8 per 8, of course, if we decrease like this, we create a perfect triangle. And 3, pull through all 3, skip the first 2 and go on. And yes, this is what we want. Okay, now I will go on to work this row, and I will be back to show you my finished item, so my finished basket. and yes, how to put the, okay, so as you can see I'm forming the next triangle. Okay, now I'm going on, so repeat this one 7 times more, and I will be back to show you how to finish it. So I finished, almost finish it, because I sewn just one handle here and a half of the second one, and I just want to explain it to you because it's really easy. Just fold it into here to create this nice border, actually at the level where we have the point of the, or the corner, I don't know, top of the triangle of the last round. And yes, another thing, I worked also a single crochet round just to create a nice border, little border here. So fold it like this. You can, if you want to, you can take it, let it like this as it is, so you don't, there's no need to fold it if you don't want to. It's just my idea, it is my pattern, so I fold it like this. Okay, now we know that we have 8 triangles all around, of course, because we have a round of 8 squares, which become triangles into the last round, of course. So we have 8. Now 2 and 2 on one side and the other side, and on these 2 I sewn my first handle, and on the other side here on the next 2, so we just leave 2 and 2 on both sides, and here on the other side I want to sew the next handle, the second handle, but it's really easy. I just explain it to you how I made it. I worked a chain of 51 and 4 single crochet rows of 50, of course, because I said 51 chains because one chain is a turning chain. Okay, so 51 chains, and that's all, and 4 single crochet rows, and now I will show you how to sew it. So here in the middle of our triangle, just a little bit, then like this. Okay, now, oops, I forgot to make my knot. Okay, happens. Oop, come on. Okay, now again, let's try. Okay, perfect. Now just sew it well, because you know it's the handle. I don't know what you want to carry with your basket. You can use it as cover for your how can I say, the flower pots. It can be really nice. Okay, and now I want to sew it here too. So I will just pass through all like this, just 1 or 2 times. Oops. Come back, and yes, here we are. Okay, and that's it. Now I don't want to knot to secure, I just want to sew some stitches more like this, just to lose a little bit and to secure the yarn, and whoops, I can cut the yarn now and I can say, wow, I'm ready. I have my little, not very little, my basket here ready. Isn't it cute? I adore it. Okay, so you can put, as I said, your skein of balls of skein of yarns or anything else you want to put it. I don't know. Yes, I'm sure I will use it for my projects to have all what okay, my okay, to have all what I need for the project that I am working at in here in the basket, so I can go on and work where I want to. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.